Hey everyone, how you doing? A bit of a stressful morning. I'm 2 minutes late trying to sort out some issue. Luckily, got some help from Pixar and George as well looking into it, so many thanks to them. But hey, very stressful morning. I have not got done anything I wanted to get done this morning. And let me tell you now, when I don't get things done that I want to get done, it puts me in a very bad mood. Anyway, look, how are you all doing? Hope you're all okay. I would love to say I'm good, but I tell you what, I am feeling a little bit angry at the moment because, like I just said, I have not got done everything I wanted to get done, so I'm playing catch up with the rest of my day now. Hey Sam, how are you doing? Great to have you back. And I say that sincerely. Hope you're good. How you doing? Oh, I've just got to redo something on here. Save. Hey Akram. Hey Pixstar. Mate. I've had a really bad morning, but I'm feeling a little bit better now that I've got something working. Sam's done nothing all morning. You done nothing all morning. Come on, Sam. Do something. It's Friday. Try and end. Hey, John. Try and end a day feeling super, super hyped up and getting great stuff done. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Whoa. Sorry, I'm testing something out on my screen. So if my screen looks a little bit funny, please just bear with me on that. Okay. I'm just trying to sort something out on my screen. Nah, that's not working right, is it? Let me try that again. That's not looking too good, is it? There's a green outline there. I'm just trying to sort it out. Hey, Aishman. Hope you got my email. Jean, hope you're all right. Pete Cosgrove, productive morning. Wrote a blog post and won a new e-commerce client. Super, super, super. I love it. I love it when I hear success, things going well, things going really well. Oh, sorry, let me just put this on. This light needs to shine on the helmet over there. Like that. There we go. No t-shirt message today, just a black shirt today. I'm at that time where I don't have much to do and can't be bothered. Hey, I tell you what, Sam, do some social media marketing, create some posts. Mihir, your video about web design agencies was so helpful. Yes, have you seen the video we put out today? Have you seen the new video that we put out that came out earlier today? If you haven't gone and seen it, I strongly recommend you go and have a look at it. It's basically this video here, right? This video is now live on YouTube about how to start a web design business. And hey Peter, Scuba, hey Charlie, Ishan as well, Mia, great to have you, hey Melissa as well. Please go and watch that video. It's now live. Okay, you gotta watch it start to finish, otherwise a lot of it won't make complete sense, because it's like I'm telling you a story of where you need to go and then what you need to think about and how it all relates to one another. And how you just need to think a little bit differently about how you approach things, especially with discovery calls. Because someone contacted me late last night from America who wants me to look at their website and redo it. And I've gone back with some suggestions. Now they've come back with loads of questions. And I'm now going to go back to them and go, to answer these, we need to have a discovery call. Because I'm not going to go look at this video and an example website and advisor on XYZ for free, because that's going to take me probably an hour of my time. And when you start giving away an hour of your time here and there and everything, you'll have no time left to do anything else. But I'm glad you liked the video, Mihir. By the way, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you have not done already. It's massively, massively important, okay? It's massively important for the YouTube algorithm, and it helps people to find our videos as well. You know, super, super important. So the studio's not lit up properly today, mainly because I haven't turned on all my lights. So if I just do this like that, not all of the lighting is on. In fact, I think, is it that one? There we go. I haven't turned on all the lighting. This solicitors in the morning. Let me just check some of the comments. Hey, nice one, Sam, and I'm glad you're going to watch it. By the way, hey, Dave, great to have you here. How's the lighting now? Is the light better? How's the lighting now? Is the light better? Is it any better now? Let me know if you think the lighting is a bit better now, because I did have it on a little bit darker before. But do let me know if it's all okay now. Just confirm that's okay. There you go. Please don't forget to hit like if you have not hit like already. It's massively important for the YouTube algorithm. So I was talking about this potential client who's come to us, who wants a website. I've given them some tips and go, yeah, we could do this. Yeah, we could look at that. However, now they want us to go like a whole step further and do loads more stuff for them. And this is where I'm going to kind of pull back and say, yeah, we can do that. But now we have to have a discovery call, because if we don't do a discovery call, this is where you end up doing stuff for free. Hey, George, thank you. All right, for earlier. Thank you, Afros, for confirming that the lighting is okay. Aishman, I will have a look at the email in a moment. I'm just trying to get things set up. Yeah, I mean, clients, obviously, John, don't want to just sit there watching live chats half the time. They kind of just want to get to the answer. Right, let me now just check. For some reason, I'm getting a green outline on the text over here, which is slightly annoying me. I'm going to try and sort out why am I getting this green text. But it is, maybe, no, that's not it. I'm trying to get rid of that green text. Just bear with me. I'm trying to get rid of, you know that green outline? Can you see it? There you go. I think that will do it. Just bear with me. I'm just trying to sort this out. No, can you see the green outline over there on the words? It's not that good, is it? It's not that good. Restart playback. I need to sort that out. I need to sort out that outline. But basically, click like, you know, if you want to book a consultation, email, everything up there. I need to sort that out. That's going to bug me quite a lot now. So I'm going to sort that out over the weekend. I'll sort that out over the weekend. Right, I've had an email. So I'm just going to check the email from... So Aishman, you sent an email. I had a look at it, okay. And what did I say to you? So Aishman Jenna sent an email to me. And I need to remind myself what I even said to you, because I've had loads of stuff on this morning. Yes, Aishman, you need to find out how they built it in their website. Okay, I can't advise any more than that. I can't really advise any more than that. Because a lot of it does depend on how they set it up. Right, just checking some of the comments that come in. Yeah, Mia let me know earlier that she is coming on the live chat, and she is definitely here as well. You are definitely here as well. Yeah, cheers, George. Thanks for that. Yeah, obviously due to the fonts and all of that, that's got to be uploaded, which I will sort out when the time is right. Yeah, Dave, I think it's just the brightness is too bright, so I think I've got to dumb it down a little bit, which I will do when the time is right, to be honest. But I might change what I've done anyway, if I'm really, really honest, because I've now realised that maybe it wasn't the right colour anyway, so I'm going to just work on that in the background while I'm talking to all of you, my lovely people. So what's someone got going on at the moment for the weekend? Have you got anything exciting? Sam's got a question for us. What are your thoughts on websites or subscription on a website as a service type offer? It's totally fine. It's totally fine if you want to do that. The only thing you got to bear in mind, though, Sam, is that what if the business goes bankrupt? So let's say you build, hey Jake, let's say you build a website for $1,000, right? And then you say to the client, you can pay me $50 a month. And the client's like, hey, yeah, brilliant, I can do that. So $1,000 is going to take 20 months to break even. Obviously, they might buy extras and other services and add-ons. But what if after 3 months, the client goes bust? Are you now going to take them to court to get money? How are you going to do that? And that's why I'm not, if I'm really, really honest, I'm not a massive fan of the whole subscription model. Because if the client now has an issue, are you going to take them to court? You know, what are you going to do? And it's really easy to say, well, yeah, I'll take them to court. I'm going to make sure I get my money and all of that. But in reality, is that really the kind of route you want to go down? So I'm a little bit hesitant on saying go down the subscription route. I know some people do it very successfully. You got to think about your clients and what you want to go through. Exactly, Pete. You know, once I've done one email back to them and they now come back to me, that means they're interested. This is where I now say, okay, if we want to look at this in more in depth and talk more, we have to have a discovery call. And this is where they either make or break it. This person, however, has got a very large following on TikTok, Instagram, and places like that. However, they should understand as much as me then. Do they give away their time for free? I don't think they do. I don't think they do. Husni from Singapore, following your channel last few months, built your website. Great. And by the way, please don't forget that we put out a new video today on how to start a web design business. Now, whether you're already starting or have started, okay, and it's already up and running, the video I've put out might open your eyes to other things to think about in terms of your pricing model, how to get clients, discovery calls, and why it's okay to charge for discovery calls. So if you want to go and watch that video, it really will help you out. Pete does make a good point there. The only time you offer subscription is maintenance, and that is a good point. Yeah, John, we've got a Christmas market tonight, actually. So tonight, might take my son to the local Christmas market that's going to be in the street tonight, but it is really, really cold. What's a security plugin for WordPress? All-in-one security and firewall plugin, or you can go for WordFence. All-in-one security firewall plugin is totally fine. Yeah, I will look at that in a moment. Just you're gonna have to give me a moment, okay, Aishman? I've just got to just run down all the comments, and I will get onto it. Thanks, Extreme Hip Hop. Don't worry, mate. You know, it is a long video. It is 59 minutes, but I try to keep it engaging. I also did not have a lot of... I was going to add lots of intercutting videos, and then I thought it starts to become too busy. So I've tried to keep it as easy to watch and understand as much as I can. But I'm glad that you're liking it. Thanks so much for saying that you're liking it. It does mean a lot, right? And I'm not just saying that. It really does mean a lot. Right, I'm just going to change the filters now on this video that I put, not the video, that text that normally comes on in the back screen. I'm going to try it again. It's not so good, is it? There's something not quite right with it. There's something not quite right with it, which is you know when you want to make something look good and it's just not looking good. Right, let's try. It's a bit too transparent, isn't it? That's a bit too transparent now. I've still got to get this right. I'm not getting it right, and it is bugging me. When things bug me, they bug me, all right? When things bug me, so I'll have to work on this one a little bit more. But anyway, look, don't forget to hit like. Don't forget about our mastery modules. And if you want to hire us for a consultation, you know where we are. Okay, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. Hey, Andrew, hope you're okay, mate. Andrew, how did the Panto go? How did the Panto go, Andrew? Hopefully it went well. Your kids were feeling good after it. Hope it all went well. Destiny 2. Wow, I haven't played Destiny 2 in a long time. I actually got bored of Destiny and Destiny 2 after a while. I always felt like it felt a bit too repetitive for me. What do people feel are the best places for templates with Elementor? Invanto, even Astra have some good templates, to be honest. Template Monster is really good as well. If they haven't got a high budget, I would just go to Astra. I would just go to the Astra starter templates and you start there and then you build on that because they're free, right? They're free, so there's no budget cost there. You know, so I would go for that. Right, I'm going to go back to Aishman because he's now sent his email to me. He wants to know how I can do a timeline design. So Aishman, you want a timeline. I'm not sure, Aishman. It doesn't really seem to be doing anything for me. So Aishman has just sent me this email, and he basically wants a timeline like this. What I would say you're going to have to do, though, is like inspect this and just, you know, is this a WordPress website? I don't think it's WordPress. It's not I don't think it's WordPress. It's probably some JavaScript. I mean, I don't know, mate. You're going to have... I mean, it looks like it's been built. I mean... If I was you... Okay, yeah, okay, right, it's Webflow, right? Okay, look. You're going to have to go and do homework. You're going to have to go do homework and find the plugin or somehow to build this with how you want. And if it's Webflow... yeah, you're going to have to think about it. I mean, I can't advise on this because it's probably not the sort of thing I'd want to build out anyway. But I think you're going to have a bit of a think about it. I've just got to send a message to someone very quickly. So I've just got to send a quick message to someone. Pete, this week... Okay, take care, Peter. This week, kids' parties, because he's got kids. Girls love the performance, but we don't see it until Saturday night. Okay, but you don't see it until Saturday night. Is that because it was recorded? Is that because it was recorded or something? Or are they in the audience? Yeah, and this is the so I would say, yeah, Ayushman, are you showing us this example because you want to replicate it for yourself or for a client? Because remember, sometimes fancy stuff like this ain't gonna win your business. I can tell you now, right? Okay, I can tell you now. If I go to someone's website and to get a quote, I get to do all of this shit. I'll tell you now, I would have been quite happier just with a drop-down box or a radio. None of this stuff is going to make me convert because I look beyond it. And what I mean by this is, let me explain what I mean. Okay? If someone shows me an amazing house, right, with amazing exterior and garden and everything is amazing, but the person living in that house is a shithead, I don't care how amazing your house is or your car you drive or your partner or your kids. I don't care. If I don't like you, I don't like you. So with me, if I want to work with this company and I want to get a quote, right, and I want to find out more about them, I just want a basic contact form. I don't want overdone snazziness. Because sometimes overdone snazziness is just too much, you know? And there will be some people who don't like tech stuff like that. And they'll go, oh, do I click here? What happens here? I like to keep it simple. I want them to contact me. I want that conversion. Name, email. If there's a radio or a drop down because I need to know more about what you want, fine. But mainly name and email and phone number. You know? But yeah, what George says is right as well. But if the client wants it, that's a different matter. So Aishman, is it that your client wants this, or is it that you've seen it and you've seen it and you're like, wow, this is so sexy? You know, is it that you've seen it, or is it that your client has seen it? Good question, in fact. So I'll tell you what, let's go and view this on a mobile, okay? So I'm going to go to Responsinator, because it's the best way for me to show you it. So let's go to Responsinator. Here we go. Let's just pop this in here. Go to this box here. So, whoa. What happened there? It went all funny on me. There we go. So on the mobile, right, on the mobile now, it's for a contact form. Do that, scroll, do that, scroll. Now I got to do all that. What if I click here? Oh, no, I don't mean that many. Oh, no, I mean that many. Oh, no, not that. Do you know what I mean? It starts to get a bit convoluted. What if they think it goes like this in rows? So they click 3, but it does all 7. Then they realise they've got to go there. Oh, no, now it's only done 2. Now I click it, it does 3. Look at that. Look, I click there 7. I click there 2. I click again 3. You see that? It's not very intuitive. And then it's next step. No. You know, let's just put something in like that. Let's just go with that. 3 members. Next step. Look, it's you're at, and I would say for conversion, is it the greatest way to do it? But then again, if that's what your client wants and they're paying extra for this extra feature, when I say, all right, so Aishman, you're saying the client wants it. So when I, in my cost for a website build, have a contact form, I am doing a basic contact form, right? If they now want something extra like that, are you charging extra? Because you should. Contact form for me, if I know what the actions, well, who's the email going to, right? What are the fields? Who's it going to? What are the fields? What are the actions I have to submit? So is it going to a newsletter? It's not newsletter. MailChimp, ActiveCampaign. Is it opening another pop-up? Stuff like that, right? That's your basic contact form. If now we start to go into steps, right? Or we start going into extra fancy stuff, the charge goes like that. And I mean proper exponentially goes like that. Because now you're going from, look, think about it like this, okay? If that was a basic contact form, you could probably build that in 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes. Now we're at the point where you're trying to find the best way to do it. So how much time have you invested? 1 or 2 hours searching the web. George has put a few good solutions up. But you're searching the web. You're trying to find solutions. You're experimenting. You could lose a day on just a contact form. So you got to charge more for that. So have a think about that, okay? Have a think about that. But yeah, Sam makes a good comment as well. Please don't forget to hit like if you've not hit like already. It's super, super good for people to find our channel. And obviously as well, it helps the YouTube algorithm as well. Okay? Please don't forget to do that. But if your client wants it and they're paying extra for it and you're putting in the time to do it, then please go away and do it. But always, always, always think about how much time you're putting in. And I can't stress that enough. If you're building a website and you're going to have a header and your header is doing what header stuff should do, there might be some scrolling effect. There might be a change in the background color, simple stuff. Pretty simple anyway. That's your standard header. But if your user or your client now says, we want a header, but with the moment it scrolls, I want the header, which is along the top, like this, the header along the top, like that. I now want it to go like that. I want it, as you scroll down, I want the header to roll like that. Rotate and now be vertical. So everything goes whoop, like that. That's going to take a bit of thinking, a bit of CSS, a bit of making sure it flows nicely, making sure it rotates properly, the positioning. What about when you get to the mobile? Is it a toggle or not a toggle? How do you make it fit on the small size estate you have? So many more things now have to click into your head with the geometry of how it all works. And that is where, if you are now doing outside of what you would call a standard contact form, header, footer, and all of that, you have to charge more because it is no longer now a basic website. I mean, Phil there's got some ideas. I mean, I would say, Aishman, if you want to get more detailed answers, please go over to the Web Squadron Facebook group. And can you put that link and the email into there? Can you put it into there? Because you might get some more detailed answers, because Phil's kind of answering there at the moment. But if you were to do that, that might help you out a whole load more. Like I said, I am massively backed up with stuff I got to get done today. So I'm in a bit of a unhappy mood. I'm trying to stay happy for all of you, but I am in a little bit of an unhappy mood. Don't forget to hit like, okay, and don't forget, our website link is up there and our email as well. And we released a video that came out 12 hours ago, how to start a website business. It's on our YouTube channel. I really recommend you go and watch it. Whether you're starting off, you're a veteran, freelancing, web design agency, there's lots of good tips in there for all of you. Now, questions come in from Miss MX Chunks, Mux Chunks, Mixed Chunks. Inline CSS versus external CSS from an SEO point of view. Ooh. I have to be honest, I don't know the best answer to say this, because I think it matters more on what you're actually building. Because at the end of the day, code is code. You can have too much code, you can have other stuff as well. I have found on some websites, if I switch from internal to external, the score is higher. And the other way round, if I go from external to internal, the score is higher. From an SEO point of view, I don't think it makes sense. I can't see why it would matter on SEO unless it was content driven. So I'm not sure about that. Hey Fat J, Bricks and Gutenberg are really starting to cut into Elementor. Yes, they are. They are. You will notice there's a lot of Elementor people using Bricks, and even Gutenberg as well. Like Jeffrey from Lightbox, he's starting to delve into Gutenberg as well. Now, does that mean that Elementor is on the way out? No, not at all. But I think a lot of us now... Look, I'll tell you what it is, okay? I'll tell you what it is. For a long time, we only ever knew Elementor. Or Divi, like George uses Divi a lot. We only ever knew what we knew, and we didn't want to delve into other stuff. By the way, I'm not saying you're all like this, okay? Now we've got other really good contenders. So what that now means is we've got other stuff to jump into, right? So now, Bricks, yeah, I quite like it. Gutenberg, one day I will delve into that a bit more. So that now means I'm able to pick and choose what I want to use. Before, like if you go back 3 years ago, right? 3 years ago, there was no Bricks, right? 3 years ago, would any of you dare using Gutenberg? And I know some people here would. Phil likes to build, pure, full site editing. But would you, how many of you would have even thought of Gutenberg 3 years ago? Whereas now, Quickly, Spectra, Generate Blocks, Press, all of that. Lots of other methods, improvements in WordPress. Now you might start going, well, you know what? I might give it a go. And I think it's just a sign of the change of times. For a long time, Elementor did not really have a good enough competitor. Now, other people have entered the playground, basically. So I would always say, don't just go for the popular, go for what's good and works for you. I do agree with Sam there, though. OCD Twitch, when you see lots of CSS code when you're looking at the source of a website, I kind of agree. When I see reams and reams of CSS, it starts to scare me, especially when it's not laid out very, very well. Absolutely, Fat J, and I think this is why very quickly we saw Elementor roll out the post loop builder, the WooCommerce loop builder. Shall I let you into a secret? I have made a very direct request for post filters and WooCommerce product filters inside Elementor. Because what I've said to them is, it's all good and well having post loop builder and WooCommerce loop builder, but I still need to use other plugins if I want to get a good post filter or a WooCommerce product filter. What you need to do is get it into Elementor. Get it into Elementor, because that's what Breakdance have done. That's what Bricks are doing, right, with their WooCommerce product filter. If you really want to show that you're thinking about your user base, right, don't think about notes. Forget the notes. Like, you're trying to get people excited now with Flexbox Container, the loop builder and all of that. Now give us a filter for the post and the WooCommerce product filter, right? Get those into Elementor. Because you do that, all of a sudden, all of these extra little plugins, LE Custom Skin, Woolimentor, Woolentor, Themify, all of these are out the window. Can you imagine if you're now using advanced custom fields or pods on Elementor, right? And you're trying to build a directory, you're using it, right? Now, Elementor gives you a filter system for you to use it without having to use JetSmart filters, without having to use Filter Everything, without having to use RevenRC or any other shit system out there. The power that would bring back into Elementor would be amazing, right? I'm not saying, though, you wouldn't still use Breakdance or Bricks or any other solution. Of course you would. You're going to use what you need to use to get the job done. Right? It's, when you go to the loo, you're going to make sure you got the best toilet roll possible or whatever you got. But that's what they need to do, right? And if you can reduce extra plugins, look, let me sum it up before we go on to other stuff. If you remove the need to use a lot of third-party plugins, there is less chance of incompatibility and issues when there is an Elementor update. Therefore, there is less noise when people complain that their website's gone down. Hey, Kai. Hey, Andrew. Hey, take care, Andrew, by the way. Do you get what I'm saying? So when you bring more of it in-house, and this is stuff that should have been there a long time ago, you're going to make your Elementor more powerful. You'll have more people doing videos and talking about how, now you can build... You can build a directory website, but you got to use Croco blocks or JetSmart filters. And George does make a good thing, though. That Elementor, they're not going to be able to do it overnight, right? They're not going to be able to do it overnight because there's a lot of history and back-end stuff built in, and they've got to think very carefully what they do. But if they can get there, that would be a killer move, right? If you agree with what I'm saying, that we need to see them doing this, get your blog post filter built in that is compatible with custom fields, get your WooCommerce product filter built in, give me a hey yeah. Like, you got to write the word. Don't just stand there at your screen saying hey yeah. You got to write hey yeah, okay? You got to say it. Dave has a question. He's currently struggling with choosing proper naming conventions for CSS class names. That's an interesting one, actually. I have so the way I do my class names is very similar to in 2016, I think. George, was it 2016 or 2015? I think it was 2016. So when I do SQL or when I used to do analytics, I would always base it on what am I touching, And is there anything extra to that? So for instance, would it be car underscore door underscore left to green? Maybe. No, that's a rubbish example. Button. So button underscore subscribe underscore hover or activate or something like that. So the first part of my class name is what is it? The second bit is then what distinguishes that button, because you might have 5 buttons, right? So you're going to have button, but one of them is subscribe, one of them is standard, one of them is and even with standard, you'll have standard underscore you'll have button underscore standard, then you'll have button underscore standard underscore hover. So I know that's the button class and that's the hover one. Then again, you could do it all in one in a way. But you know what? I am I don't know. I'm probably talking crap there anyway. Hey, Fabric Texture. Did I say hi to you, Brian? Did I say hi to you? Sorry if I didn't say hi to you. But yeah, it's good to see a lot of you saying yes. So I have put this directly to the Elemental people, and I'm hoping they're going to come back with, well, get it all into action. Hey, Maddie. Hope you're okay. Yeah, and Mark, good you're on here. Glad you saw my messages from earlier and the latest one I just done. Let's get that website closed off by early next week. Okay, let's just get it done and then out the door and out of our window, and we never have to see it or touch it again. Sorry, I was about to say something and it's gone out of my head now. Please don't forget we got the video that came out today on our YouTube channel. I know I keep saying it, but it's how to start a web design business. Whether you are a freelancer or a web agency, right? Make sure you go and watch it because there are lots of good useful tips. Yeah, Dave, I'm glad. I mean, that's how I like to approach it. I know that's not like how everyone does it, but it's the way I like to approach. So it might be like, what is the item? What distinguishes it? And then is it a underscore hover? Or maybe it's button, I don't know, something like button red, button underscore red, button underscore black. So you can start to distinguish it a little bit more. And that then just means that whenever you go on and you type the word button, all of the classes come up, which I know you would get whether the word was at the start or the finish, but it's easier to read on the eye. You know what I mean? It's easier for you to go, okay, I've added in 2 classes for the subscribe button. They'll be there. Button subscribe, and then you got your 2 distinguishers like that. Sam, dunks a hobnob in the tea. Just you get it out, Sam. I don't know how long you wrote that. You haven't told us that you've actually lifted it. You haven't said that you've lifted it, So Divi is 10 years old, and he didn't he? Yeah, so it's going to be a complete rewrite of Divi, and it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I'll tell you what, it is freezing today. It's really, really cold. It's about 5 degrees at the moment. So I hope a lot of you that are joining on today... Whoops. I hope a lot of you aren't upset or angry at me that on the Tuesday and Thursdays we actually go live at a later time. Mainly because for the United States, American market, sorry, not market, audience. I keep using the word market, but audience, it's easier for them to join on when I do it later in the day. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, still the same time. Tuesday and Thursday, obviously we're going to come on later. Please do join us if you can. If you ever get the opportunity to join us, please do so. Would love to see you there. But I totally get it if you don't. But yeah, really, really cold. Really, really cold. Sam, whereabouts do you live? Are you in the UK, Sam? No, you're not in the UK, Sam, are you? No, you're not. Because we were speaking about this yesterday. You're not in the UK, are you? You're in, Are you in Canada? Are you in Vancouver? I might be wrong here. I sometimes forget where people live. 4 degrees in Sunderland. Wow, Pete. I don't think Sunderland ever goes above 6 ever throughout the year. Like ever, right? Hey Owen, great to have you. Sheffield, Sam's in Sheffield. Yeah. Do you know what? I studied in Sheffield from 1997 to 1999. I went to University of Sheffield, and I loved it. I don't know what it's like now, but back then I really did like it. You know, you had Gatecrasher, you had some great night outs. Back then it was actually a really nice city. I don't know what it's like now, but back then it was really nice. The people were all friendly. Yeah, I did like Sheffield. I did like it. Mel's Atlantic City, just south of New York. Melbourne, Manchester originally, so swap rain for fog being on the coast. Hey, I think you did the right thing getting out of Manchester. You did the right thing. 23 degrees, mate. Brian, you're making me jealous. I mean, tonight, later on, there's like a Christmas market down in our town centre bit. And I might take Raheem, my son, there. And it's going to be about 4 degrees tonight, and I'm really not looking forward to being out in the cold at 4 degrees. I'm really not. Do you know something, Sam? That's the reason why I kept saying I don't know what it's like now, because I have heard some people say it's not that good anymore, you know, which is a real shame, because I really did like it there. Why Afros? 20 degrees, and we call it winter. Mate, we call 20 degrees a heat wave over here, right? The minute we hit 20 degrees in the UK, you know, out come the shorts. I'm telling you now, 20 degrees, 7 in Hampshire, UK. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious it's going to be cold, right? But I think it just feels colder. And I don't know about you, but a lot of us are kind of like, you know, you don't just put your heating on all day now, right? You're being a bit careful with how much you're using your heating. -2 in Finland. Hey, look. Hey, Tice, how you doing? 29 in Lagos. Hey, Emmanuel, we should all be where you are, but -2 in Finland, and we look at us complaining. 26 in sunny. I was about to say, so after last night's live chat, there are some more videos I am planning to do. Hopefully get them done by next week. We are going to do one mega menu with containers. I'm going to do one on an author layout for a website. So I've been collecting my stock imagery. You might have seen it in the Web Squadron group. I hope you like the imagery that I've put together. In fact, I'll show it to you on screen. So what I've been doing is, I'll show you on screen what I've been doing. Boop. So I've been collecting images so I created like a fake book image. So I'm going to do an author's website. So here's some images. I just created these. You know, these are all fake, right? None of these are real books. I created these in Canva. And I've even created the name of the author as Squadron. It's us, basically, right? So don't go searching for any of these books on Amazon, okay? But I just create some fake covers. And yeah, I'm gonna create basically, some background images. Got some images off Canva, of just a person as well. So we're gonna do that website next week. It's a bit like a portfolio website in a way. And then also I'm gonna be looking at all-in-one SEO versus Rank Math versus Yoast versus SEO Press. Now I'm not gonna do a comparison of where do you sit on Google, because that would take time and things might interfere and whatever. But it's going to be about installation, setup, ease of use when you're doing SEO on your page or a post. So all-in-one SEO versus Rank Math versus Yoast versus SEO Press. So that will be an interesting video, I think, when I get into it. Been meaning to do that one for a while, but I need to just get my finger out sometimes. I haven't checked out Adobe Sensei at the moment. Haven't really looked into it. Pete Cosgrove. Okay, right. Okay, so Pete's question, right. So when it comes to wireframing, the way I like to wireframe, and I'm hoping you can see this on screen, okay, is the way I like to do wireframing is I can't know what I'm going to do now. So I like to do drawings. So, you know, where's the header going to go? Where's the logo? Where's the navigation? You know, hero banner, call to action, for instance, services. You know, and the great thing about doing things like this is you can easily rub it out. You can easily take a photo and send it to a client. The client can even quickly scribble down their own idea as well. By the way, this is all white. Whoa, this is a book, right? It's a book, but it's whiteboard paper, so I can just scrub out whatever I've written on there like that. Look, it's all gone. Boop. Right. So it's easy for them to send me back a picture as well. But what it also allows us to do is be fluid. I'm not a massive fan of pixel perfect designs. Here's why. Pixel perfect designs are great if you are very clear on how it's going to look and there's no deviation. There's no room for maneuverment, right? Whereas I like to be quite flexible, because you might do a design and you go, we're going to use this image. We're going to use this image. We're going to have the words here. We're going to have the call to action button there. And it looks great on paper, screen. The minute you move to actually building it, and now you're building it on a big desktop, small desktop, laptop, tablet, mobile, things start to change. Things start to move. And I like to have the flexibility of, yes, we're going to have that image. Yes, the text will be there and the button there. But we're going to do a little bit of, you know, a little bit of maneuverment, right? The book I've got is here you go. I've got this book here. So this is for Sam, that's mentioned something about digital paper. This is the Rocket Book Fusion, okay? £17 off Amazon. You get loads of pages, right? Loads of pages. This is one of my favorite pages here. This one here. Right? This page here, right? Watch this, right? See these pens? You get these special friction pens. Watch this. Right? Look what I wrote there. Take a screenshot of that. Right? Let's just let that dry. Let's just let that dry, okay? Let's just let that dry. Okay? Give it about 15 seconds to dry. Okay? So now when that's dried out, okay? See the wording over there? Right? Look at this. I'm rubbing it. I'm rubbing that. Look. If you don't believe me, look. I'm rubbing it. It's not coming off. It's not coming off, right? But I'm now going to get a little bit of water. You're not going to like this, okay? I'm going to have to use a bit of spit. Right? And as soon as you put water on it, look at this. Look at that. And then you just rub it off. Rub it off. Look at this. It's gone. I've been using this book a lot, but sometimes when I'm trying to do big drawings, right, I've got my whiteboard pad. Right, look at that whiteboard pad. Look, you can see what I've written there. Look at the stuff I'm going to start looking at and stuff like that, right? And I can draw on it, and it's super cool. And then you have these other pens as well, you know, for when you're doing this, and you can wipe them out. So all of these pens I can use on my Rocket Book, and then I can just, with a bit of water, get rid of it. I've had stuff that I've written on there that's been on there for 4 weeks, and then I easily just go water, and it's gone. Yeah, rub it too long and the genie will pop out your Uranus. But there you go, yeah. And we have got a video on that as well. Be Informatica, great to have you here. What's the best free newsletter plugin? Active Campaign. MailChimp's alright. MailerLite is alright. Sometimes there's been issues with it. Active Campaign is a pretty good one to use. But MailerLite, you know, they're alright. Hey, come on, mate. Rubbing is good. The more you rub, the better you feel. Okay, anyway. So George is dying. Oh no, George is dying, everyone. No, he's not. A client wants me to change Google business category on their profile from coin-operated laundry equipment supplier to laundry... What? They want to go... They want to go from Okay. Oh, I don't think they understand, do they? They don't understand, George. Hey, George. Yeah, but George, you do have a way with Google. You do have a way of getting things to work, all right? Thrive Architect. I've heard about it. Never used it. I probably never will use it. And to be honest, okay, to be honest, what you got to think about, Abdullah, is what do you want to get? When you look at what the tools we have now, is Thrive Architect a good alternative one for you to get? Yeah, absolutely. Pete says MailChimp, I think, is for starters, but MailerLite, Active Campaign, ConvertKit, all of these are pretty better ones. Hey, Humberto, how you doing? You know, MailerLite does give you a lot. The only issue we had with MailerLite is that sometimes it would send out a newsletter 2 weeks after it was meant to go out, and it was always a little bit hit and miss. Okay, so Al Jamal says, do you have a walk-in office for customers? No. Why do I need that? I don't need to spend overheads, Al Jamaz. What are you going to do in a walk-in office? If anyone out there has one and it works for them, great. But do you really need it? What's wrong with virtual? You know, global outreach. Sam, my client asked me if I could take people's names off their reviews on Google. What? Oh, they really don't. I mean, I suppose in a way, with a bit of CSS, in a way, if it was on their website, you could hide it. But you can't do it to Google, right? Because that's Google. You can't go in and inspect them. Do you know something? I had that as well. Someone said, can you please ensure that none of my 1-star reviews show on Google? I was like, if we show your reviews on your website using WP Social Ninja, really, really, really good plugin, yeah, we can only show the 4 and above if you want. We could do that. But if you want us to change Google, what? Why? Yeah, but you work with websites. Yeah, but it's not our website. Yeah, but what if I give you my Gmail password? It's not our website. Hey, Emmanuel. I feel like I always get this wrong when I say it. Well, Al Jamaz, look, are a lot of your customers in your local area? So number one, Al Jamaz, when you are they local to you? If they are local to you, then go and set up your office somewhere. If they are local to you. If they are not local, then what you need to do is just make a nice studio to look good, okay? Just have a studio to look good. Right, okay, Sam, I get it. Yeah, I mean, this is a tricky one, to be honest. That's a tricky one, right? I haven't got a really good one there. Kevin makes a good point about Thrive. It's good for landing pages, but sucks for big sites. Mr. Gecko, hey, watching from the shadows, making sure you're all doing the live correctly. Hey, of course we are, Gecko. We're kind of experts on it now. Yes, it is. The book I showed you, Emmanuel, is the Rocket Book. It's the Fusion version of the Rocket Book. Okay? And here's the reason I went for that one. because that's so page 1, which is project and task. We then have that. We then have the monthly page, the monthly one, Sunday to Saturday. Right. Then you get about you get 12 pages of bullet pages, you know, with the dots. And then you get 12 pages of, come on, where is it? Lined paper as well. 12 pages of lined as well. And all of the pages do come with the QR codes as well. So you can send it to your phone as well. And stuff like that. The reason it's empty, D, is because I'm always cleaning it. This page has been used a lot in the last 6 weeks, right? This page has been used a lot in the last 6 weeks. But look at it, look. You might see the odd little mark on it, but once I've done with it and I've got what I want, I wipe it. I wipe it clean. I don't need to keep the notes in here all the time. A bit like here, this one here. So you know, like, look, I'm just gonna look. This is whiteboard paper. Look, this is whiteboard. Look at that. It's just rubbed out. Look, rubbed out. Okay. It's good to have tools that you can use. So I'm now, because before, you know, if you had a book like this, right? You had a book like this, right? You're just going through pages and pages, and you go through like one of these like every 3-4 months because you're scribbling, making notes. Now when I have a client call and the client's giving me like, you know, and I'm trying to work out, well, what are we going to do? If I show you here, right, I can, you know, I can scribble down what I want. And then at the end of it, I can review what we got and I can clear the pad out and move the more focused notes over onto another document. Yes, spit and rubbing. You know, and then rub away. Right, so this magnet book, right, this not magnet, whiteboard book. Look at this, look, whiteboard. It's all whiteboard sheets. Look. It's whiteboard sheets. This was £17 off Amazon. I think this was £18 off Amazon. There are different types of Rocket Book, by the way. There are different types of Rocket Book, but I went for the Fusion. You can get this in black, blue, grey. It does come with 2 of these. The book will come with 2 black pens, but then for £10, I went and got an extra pack of black, green, blue and red as well. Pretty simple. And before you ask, yes, right, it does come with its little clean sheet as well. So now when I'm rubbing, I put my finger in like this, right, like that. I then dip it in water and then I'm like this. Like that, rubbing away. That's how I do it. I hope you all enjoyed that quick rub down I just gave you, and I just dropped all my pens. Damn it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that rub down. Right, everyone, look, we have been live for coming up to nearly 1 hour, so I'm going to give you all a 2-minute countdown until I have to now crack on with other stuff. Please don't forget to hit like. Okay, because it really does help the YouTube algorithm. And please do share some of the stuff we're doing, the videos we got, especially the web design, how to start a web design business. If you have got a blog or your tweet or anything like that, I would love it if you would post it out there, but you don't have to, okay? You don't have to. Yeah, exactly, Michael. It is literally like, I mean, look, it's, you know, and I can do the other side. And between every page, you have this little bit of this as well. So look, next page. And then again, you've got this little bit of, so it helps to protect what you've got. It's rather than having a big whiteboard and you go, oh, what about this? What about that? Oh, what are we working on now? I can just do this on here. It's super slick and easy. And for anyone out there who's very, who cares about how much paper they're using and the environment and all that. And yes, I know this is plastic. I know this is plastic. But if you look after it, right, and you know, you get your little whiteboard marker pen, you get your little pen, right? You know, your little marker pen there. And of course, there are other pens as well. Like here's another whiteboard marker pen. You know, okay, so, and the great thing is that it's because it's whiteboard, right? There's loads of different colours for whiteboard as well. So if you have a particular way of working, orange and purple and green, you know, you can go with that, and it's a really great way to keep things really efficient, isn't it? Have I tried beatboxing? No, I haven't. Is there a link we can access the website you made in your bricks videos to take a close look? Oh, good question, Abs. Actually, that's my I was going to say yes, but I've now started fiddling with it because I'm now messing around with it and doing other stuff. So that was just a test site that I kind of used for tutorials. So I really don't think it's worth sharing out. Seriously, it's not worth sharing out, Abs. Sam, I have a big whiteboard that I use to swear at my husband with before he goes to work. Ah, I like that, Sam. I do like that. Very artistic swears with flowers. I do like the sound of that. SiteGround is really, really good. Any tips for optimizing header videos that's really slowing? So D, can you in the Web Squadron Facebook group put what you're getting that is slowing it down? Is it the logo? Is it the format of the logo? Is it a WebP? Is it the size? You know, what is it? So can you put that in the Facebook group? Have you tried the Canva website design mockup? Look, the Canva website is really good for a simple website, but think about this. You're going to be limited. There is no WooCommerce facility. What are you going to do about search engine optimization? So if you're just trying to get like a CV online, or hey, we're getting married, here's the details, or maybe you just want to showcase all of your social media links, you know, like Linktree. Here's my page, here's all my links, all of that. But you are going to be very, very limited. Oh, does D mean the hero section? Did I misread that? Did I misread that? Yeah, I mean, please do go and join the group. Look, go over to Facebook, go over to Web Squadron. If you've just joined the group, I'll quickly allow you to come in. I have to approve members because I want to be sure that we're not just letting in people who are going to cause problems for anyone, okay? Because I do take that quite seriously, and I think D can back me up on that. You know, if I know that anyone is going to be in there and they're going to be malicious or offensive to any members, I boot them out. Sam, I've now let you in, okay? I've let you in. Yeah, please do that, D, because if we got a visualization as well, it helps us and other people to get things in. Right, everyone, I'm going to go. I am late. I was a little bit late today by 2 minutes. Most of my morning got totally screwed up because I was trying to sort something out and things were just not working right. And I really need to get back on fire because my son will be home from school in 2 hours. So I now have to get about 5 hours work done in 2 hours. All right. Canva is brilliant. Canva is brilliant for mock-ups and images. Absolutely. Hey, Sam, to be honest, Sam, if it's all in good humour, it's okay. The only thing we don't allow is if someone says to someone, you're really crap. Or I don't like you, or, you know, who are you? Anything like that, that's a bit too malicious, we don't allow. But anything else, hey, we are all pretty good. Yeah, but don't worry, D, I got rid of that jerk because I did not like how he was behaving in there. Okay, everyone, take care. I'm going to see you back on Monday. I've seriously have got to stop rubbing and get on with some scrubbing. or working? Would you say scrubbing is working? Have a think about that one. Oh, Gorav G's just jumped on. I'm trying to remove the header of the landing page, but unfortunately not able to remove. Okay, go to your page settings. And, well, you got to do two things. Number one, go to your header display conditions and make it not appear on that page. Number two, make it an Elementor canvas page, and that should get rid of it. Okay, everyone, don't forget our Web Squadron Facebook group. Please don't forget to hit like and everything like that. Take care. I'll see you all soon. Blah, 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 blah. Take care. Bye.